Well, hello and welcome to Little Workroom Crafts. My name is Davina and I live in the southeast coast of the UK. Today is Monday, the 16th of May 2022. As you can see, I am back to annoy everybody. And I apologise for last week. I really do apologise for last week. I just had a flare-up that I couldn't handle. And I did spend a lot of it, I will say, but I did get things done, as you could imagine. Having a week off, there is a lot to talk about and a lot to show. So yeah, it's been it's been a bit different, and that's the first time I've actually missed recording since I started about 3 years ago. I think it was. I've got to have a look actually to see when I started. But yeah, so wow, that's all I can say. It's been as I say, a bit of a different week. When it comes to the weather, it's so hot at the moment. When I got up, it was beautiful sunshine. And now it is overcast, humid as anything. But Glenn just rang earlier on and said that apparently Wales got hit real bad last night with a tropical storm, thunders and everything. So I don't know if that'll be coming over this way. I don't know, but it's so humid. It's come overcast. It is just, oh, it's awful at the moment. Absolutely awful. But there you go. There's me moan for the day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I am, you know, as I say, getting back to things. I've still been pottering around up in the workroom, as you could imagine. And that didn't stop completely. But, you know, I was up here for a little bit doing some jobs and then going to bed for the rest of the day, unfortunately. But there you go. Things happen. Things happen. It's all sent to try us, as they say. All sent to try us. So, my great news though, absolutely brilliant news. My lovely Rebecca got a promotion at work. I am so proud of her. Proud of you, sweetie. Yeah, she got a promotion at work. She's actually still on her like probation period, as they call it. And they've already promoted her. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited for her. So excited. So, yes, it's all good news there. So, well done, Rebecca. Well done, Rebecca. Right, what else has happened? Oh, obviously, little Elmo is back to his normal self, as you could imagine. He's actually downstairs on my armchair at the moment. You know, he's not allowed on Mummy's armchair. But that's where he is, snoring his little head off. So, oh, just leave him down there. Leave him down there. When I go down, I'll be running the Hoover around and that anyway. So, he'll be moving then. Then he'll come up on the bed and go to sleep anyway. Oh, I don't know. Right then, so, as I say, you know, that is, oh, just a quick one. And I'd love to say a happy birthday to my lovely friend Teresa. It was her birthday yesterday. Mwah! Lots of loves and hugs. I just wish I could give you all the loves and hugs in person, but hopefully we'll get together soon. Right, now, I know I started rabbiting really early, and I would like to say anywhere you can find me will be down in the description box. Anything I talk about today will also be down in the description box. And a big welcome to everybody. Absolutely everybody. Okay then, right, so what have we got today? I reckon it's going to be a bit longer than normal because obviously I've got 2 weeks to cram in. And as you know, I can talk. So yeah, so I'm assuming I'm not even going to bother watching the clock on the top of the screen. I am just going to go with it. Yeah, so you might need to get a cup of tea or you might not. We'll see how it goes. Right then, so today we have 3 what have you been up to. Oh, gorgeous as ever, absolutely gorgeous as ever, but obviously they'll be coming out later on. I have a cross stitch finish but not a complete FFO. I'm going to do that. I'll get it finished ready for next week. The knitting, now I have a finish which I haven't brought up because you'll see why. I have taken photographs and I'll explain what I'm doing there. And I also have a little bit of progress on my shawl, my Stevie Wester shawl. My crochet, wow, I have really got my crochet bug back. I think it's because I didn't have to think a lot about it. And I actually finished my harbour blanket. I know, I can't believe that myself. I finished my harbour blanket. And I also have had a cast on of the crochet. But that's not my fault, is it, Sarah? I will say, it is my lovely friend Sarah's fault, but you'll see why in the what have you been up to, because that bit all combines together. So it's going to be a bit of a funny one this week. Okay then, right, so let's hop right in with the cross stitch, shall we? As you all know, I am getting things ready for my dresser to dress it all up in June for the Jubilee. Wow, so I actually got this pattern, which I absolutely love. It's Jubilee Joy by Samplers and Stitches, and I've done that one. And you can actually you can buy that on Etsy as a download. Absolutely brilliant. You get all those 3 in it just for, like, I think it was £7 something, which we think for 3 patterns is really, really good. I haven't ironed this, I am going to admit. I can't even make an excuse. I just haven't ironed. So there we go. It'll be ironed next week because it's going to be finished. Right. So that is my my platinum 1952 to, it is 52, yeah, to 2022, the Jubilee 70 years. So that's going to be made into a cushion. Then I've also got the one that I did a few weeks ago, which is the strawberries one, because I think, well, June, we have strawberries in June, don't we? So, and that's all red work. And also, so that's the cross stitch done. And also on Friday, the gnome along started. Yay! I've been waiting so long for this gnome along. And as you all know, I brought the red, white and blue. I got the do you know, I haven't, these ones are the ones that I haven't written down, because I can't show you that because it's a secret. Well, I don't even know what it is, you know what I mean? Well, I know it's a gnome, you know what I mean? But we don't know what we're doing or anything. It's what they call them. Not a secret. Mystery, that's it. It's a mystery gnome along. So it's got colour work in it. So I've actually up to date. We're all done. And I think the second clue comes out today. But as I say, can't show anybody that until it's finished. But I think I got the wool from Lucy Lucy... I know. Lucy Locketland, UK, I got the yarn from. And the pattern, oh dear me, saying I've left it all downstairs because, you know, we're not showing it, we're not allowed to show it, which is understanding, you know, we don't want to ruin anything for anybody. So what I will do is, because it's not on there either, no, so what I will do is I'll put the actual lady, I can see her because she has a podcast and everything. I'll put her name on the screen, and she has actually got tutorials for the colour work. And I will say, you know, it's only a little bit, you know, so, and I ain't much of a colour work person, but it is easy, and it is right, because she did message me and say it was easy, and it is an easy colour work. And because it's like inside like a toy as such, you don't have to worry about your floats, you know, catching your floats on long bits, because it's going to be stuffed inside anyway, and as if it's going to put hands in it or nothing like that. But I will put her name down. But I'm really, really enjoying it so far. But as I say, this afternoon I reckon we'll be getting the second clue, which I can't wait. So then I think the next one's Friday, I think. I can't remember. Anyway, we've got all the dates and everything. But yes, so obviously little Naomi will go on there as well. And then I'm going to get some ribbon and stuff like that, and you know, and put on a celebration in my dresser, which I thought was really, really smart. Right then, so that's the cross stitch. But as I say, next week, well, I'm going to. I will have that one and the other one finished. Right then, now we've kind of hopped into the knitting, haven't we? Through the gnome. But also, I'm going to show you the progress on my Stephen West shawl. Now, I am absolutely loving this pattern. Absolutely loving it. My friend Jane treated me to this pattern for my birthday, and it's because hers was absolutely stunning. It really is beautiful. And it's the Corrugation Shawl by my honey. And have you seen he's got a new podcast where he's got his little dogs. Brioche is this boy, and then he's got a new puppy called Stitch. Oh my gosh. Brioche is so laid back. Do you know what I mean? He could literally, well, just, he's like that really, just laid back. Where Stitch is like a little girl, and she's, wonder where she gets that from. Anyway, and then she's all over the place, really all over the place. So, this is it, what I've done so far. Where's my front? That's my front. Obviously, it will all be, what's the name, out. This, as you know, is yarn from Home Bargain. I love this yarn. It is a polyester acrylic. Oh, what one is it? Oh, do you know what? There's amount of stuff I've knitted acrylic. 100% acrylic. That's the yarn, and they're 99p a ball. And I tell you what, I've knitted garments. As you all know, the colour palette in it these days is absolutely beautiful. And if I'm correct, you can actually knit this. Yeah, you can knit this shawl. You can choose it in DK or worsted weight. Obviously, I have chosen the DK. And when I finish this one, I am definitely going to be doing one in the turquoise, because I have got this one will go with one of my popsy dresses, and the turquoise will definitely go with another one of my popsy dresses. But oh my gosh, I absolutely love it. And it's so easy, as you know, if your brain's not in other things, just to pick up and knit, really. It is that easy to do. It really, really is. So, and it's in a bag that my lovely friend Jane made me a while ago. I thought that was appropriate. And inside is, look at that little woodland. Oh, and a gorgeous. But I thought that was just appropriate because the pattern was from Jane, and I've got the bag from Jane as well. So Jane, it is coming. It really, really is coming along. Right, okay, so that's the crochet. That is the knitting. Now no, get it right, Davina. That's the cross stitch and that is the knitting. Now we're going into the crochet. Now, I know I said before that I don't know who I'm giving this to, but I think I might have a little bit of an idea, but I ain't saying anything just in case the person's watching. But yeah. Right, I have finished the Harbour Blanket by Lucy of Attic 24. Now, as you all have like I mentioned in the past, you could have brought the kits. You can still buy the kits from Wool Warehouse for the colour palette. And the pattern is free on Lucy's blog. All her patterns are free on her blog. And her patterns are just amazing. I know her colours, the way she chooses her colours makes some of the blankets. They really do. But I didn't want to fork out for another pack of yarn where I've got so much of Stylecraft Special. So I just got my bag of what I had and sorted out some bits and went from there. So this is the Harbour Blanket, but Davina's version, all done with scraps, but with a routine. So I am going to try and show you, but I will also put a photograph in a moment for you, because that is a big, big blanket. Now, the idea was, hang on, let's get it like this first. Right, so, there we go. There it is. All the way up. Oh, as I say, it's a big, 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 big blanket. I'm hoping you can see that because I can't see nothing. You near the end yet? Yeah, you're near the end. Right then, so the idea of it was originally, because this is a single bed blanket, is I started here with those. Oops, hang on. With the stripes, those bits, and then I added light blue, and then got to the actual center point, which is that, and then the idea was to reverse everything at the other end, wasn't it? So I started reversing, so these two split the center, you see, so then that is the reverse to that, and so on. But when I got to this point here, which will be this point here, some of these I didn't have enough of, and I thought I don't really want to make it scrappy one end and that, so I sat there one evening. I was sewing in all my ends with Elmo's help, which was fun. Trust me, that was fun. and I thought, oh, what do I do? What do I do? And then I thought, I didn't want to introduce any more colours into the actual blanket. So what I did in the end is I'm assuming that this will be the bottom, the foot of the blanket. Then you've got all this here. And then I crab stitched. I love crab stitch as an edging. I really, really do love it. So I crab stitched the edge. So then when that folds over, you've got a little bit like that, and that could be the top, or this could be the bottom, and this bit could be the top. So you know what I mean. As I say, it's a long blanket anyway, and I haven't done a border on it because I didn't think it needed with so much of the different bright colours in it. So it's slightly shorter. In fact, it's that much shorter than the actual pattern, but you know what I mean. This literally cost me nothing. It was out of my scrap box, so I can't complain that it is a little bit shorter, but I just didn't want to introduce anything new into it because I thought it was just colourful enough. So, and as I say, and I think with that folded over like that, with that red piece there, just looks nice. So hang on, let's get that like that. See, I think that just finishes it off anyway. So I will be taking a photograph of this because as you can see, it's a big blanket. And I will be inserting it either here. Actually, I'll put it here, or I'll be putting it in while I'm talking about it anyway, I'm thinking. Then, because I actually finished that off, as I say, because that, you didn't have to think about that whatsoever. You know, it's a 2-row repeat, and you don't, you know, I literally cast it on, did 2 rows and followed the pattern of what Lucy said, and that was it. It was in your head. It doesn't matter how long you put it down for and pick it up. It was just in your head. It was that simple. It is definitely beginner friendly. So if there's anybody out there that has just started crochet, it's a free pattern. As I say, Lucy's got loads of beautiful free patterns, and her blankets are beginners friendly. They really are. And yeah, you know, go for it if you've got the bit. You know, you don't have to follow her colorway. You know, I've proved that. You know, just use what you've got. Use what you got. And that's but the aim this year, wasn't it? I don't think I have actually brought anything this week. No, I haven't. Well, I have, but I'll be showing you that next time. We'll get there another day. Right then, okay. Now, we're still on the crochet, but now how am I going to do this? Because I have got, what did I say? I've got 3 what have you been up to's, and if I do Sarah last, then I can put my cast on my next crochet at the end. I think we'll do that. Right then, so let's go into, and what have you been up to? Okie dokie. Right, first of all, the lovely Alex. Hi, Alex. You are a dream. You really are a dream. She has her own podcast, My Yarny Corner. If she lives in the northern part of England, a beautiful part of England, I will say. I've been up all around there. Well, I've been up there. I went to Yarndale, and it is amazing. But yeah, and there's her and Danny, her partner, and they dye yarn, and she's got an Etsy shop, so hop over and see her as well, but watch her podcast. Oh, and her crochet and knitting is absolutely brilliant. And she was I'm going to put the pictures here because I have been asked if I could leave them up longer. I've left them up longer than normal, but you only have a certain time to leave them up longer with who I use, unfortunately. So I'll see what I can do this week. But Alex is a brilliant sock knitter, absolutely brilliant sock knitter, but she was doing plain socks, and she was, I wouldn't say scared, a bit apprehensive of moving over to the next stage of pattern. And like I said, you can do it. You can do it. You know what I mean? It can be done. So when I actually found that free, which I still can't get over, Diana Ganali socks, you know, Alex, I said you could do it. You can do it. You know, they are a simple sock. Well, anyway, she actually made them socks, and oh, they did turn out beautiful. If you go over on her Instagram, which is My Yarny Corner, you will see those socks. And then there is the other pattern that I mentioned, which I have written down. Well, I thought I had. Ah, here they are. The By the Shore socks. Beautiful lace pattern down the front of the socks. Yet again, it is a simple pattern sock. And this is the picture that Alex has actually sent over. and the colour choice is absolutely gorgeous. These are done in the stylecraft head over heels sock yarn, and it is an all stars colourway. I will say, Alex, they are beautiful, and now she has got the bug for doing what's the name, for doing pattern socks. Also, I will say, I noticed this morning on your Instagram that beautiful Whitmore that you're actually knitting as well. Oh my word, the colour choice again is absolutely amazing. So anyone, you know, pop over and see our Alex, because as I say, she's absolutely lovely, fun to watch. She really is. And she's actually crocheted the Dobby, which I've got the book to do. I have just got to get the yarn. But I'm on a no spend this year, ain't I? And I know I've got white and black. I know I've got that. But I need his colour for him. But I'll get it. I'll find it. I'm hoping that, what, you never know, that if Home Bargain does it, I will actually, you know, I'll go down there and get it. But yeah, and yeah, she has actually, on one of her podcasts, she's actually made him. Oh my gosh, he's amazing. Absolutely amazing. But anyway, Alex, well done you. Well done, absolutely brilliant, and keep on with your pattern socks. I will keep on looking in the stash, because I do have some more free patterns that I know of with patterns on. There was one which is shorties as well, so leave it with me, and next week I will see what I've got and see if I can find some more pattern free socks. So yeah, keep up the good work, gal. Okay then, right, so second is Anne. Hi, Anne. Right, so oh my gosh, this is absolutely beautiful. Now, I've written down what I got in the email, and it's a dishcloth pattern, and is lattice have pie towel. That's what is written. That's what it is. So, Alex, actually getting back to you, it's a crochet pattern. I think. Okay, and the actual pattern is from Amy Marie Vold, V-O-L-D. The quilt, which is actually next to the cloth, is a quilt in progress, so it's actually a quilt top, and it's from 2 Block Jelly Roll Quilt Tutorial by Katrina, the Sewing Studio UK. Absolutely beautiful, Anne. Absolutely gorgeous. Really, you know, that the work is absolutely lovely. You really are clever, you lot. You really are, and it's so nice. Do you think, you know, there's 2 there. There's one with the knitting, and then there's a crochet and a quilt, and you know what I mean. There's a variety that we are able to do is absolutely brilliant. Well done, Anne. Right, Sarah, let's get to you, shall we, gal? This is another lovely friend of mine, Sarah, who lives not quite north but not quite south, right up that way. Beautiful part of the country. I actually went there, wow, it'll be 32 years ago now, on my honeymoon with Rebecca's dad. And yeah, when we found out that what we had in common, is unbelievable. I would love to pop back up and see it again. I really would. So I'm gonna have to see if the actual pub where we had our B&B is still there, and go and pester Sarah, I think, for a week. I think I might have to do that in the future. Right then, okay, so now, as you see, Sarah is hooked on crocheting these cardigans. I tell you what, I see why, but I'll get to that in a moment. Now, this is a good vintage cardigan. That's what the pattern's called. Now, Sarah managed to get hers, I think it was a few years ago now, from a crochet magazine here in the UK. Now, when she actually sent me over the picture, I just could not stop thinking about this cardigan. I really couldn't. I just don't know why. It was just there. I'd finished my blanket. I'd even gone round to my friend Viv's, and I said, this cardigan is just amazing. It is so nice. It's got the granny stripe, which is what I love. Oh, the little furry lads come up. And you know what I mean? Oh, it's just beautiful. It's in 4-ply, everybody. It's in 4-ply, which I love. I might actually get in contact with Home Bargain and say, look, are you going to do a 4-ply? because we all need a 4-ply from you, not just the double knit. So, but I am actually sort of trying to find out if I can get a 4-ply that's on the cheaper version, like I have the DK. Leave it with me, I'll see what I can do. But anyway, as you can see, our Sarah has been hooked on these cardigans. I think she's actually cast on another one as well, which I can understand. And her chicken, do you see her chicken? I think it's so lovely. She's got an allotment. Oh. Anyway, right, so Sarah, absolutely gorgeous. Well, as soon as I found, we were messaging each other for a while. We normally do for a while anyway. You know, we're always in contact with each other. And it is as soon as she sent me over the pictures, and I messaged her back saying, I just love this, I would love to make one. So she explained that it was in the magazine, blah 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 blah. Anyway, so she gave me the name of it, and I just happened to Google it, and I just happened to put it, yeah, I did Google it, I tell a lie, I put it on Google, and I put see what come up, Ravelry. There's the picture. It is on Ravelry. You can buy the pattern on Ravelry, and I think it's got up there at £4.50. So it can be downloaded. Oh, Elmo, what are you doing? Come on, sweetie, stop interrupting, please. Good boy. So yeah, it can be brought. And I tell you what, the body is done all in one. Then you split for the side, the front. Then you put the back on. Then you put that, and then the sleeves. There goes a tail. Then the sleeves are done in the round, and then you fix them on. I know, amazing, absolutely amazing. So it ain't even in bits. It's brilliant. So, Sarah, well done, absolutely well done. I can't wait to see the new one when you finish that, because. And anyway, I will say I do. When it was Easter time, that what's it called? Peter Rabbit chocolate was absolutely gorgeous. I did have a few bars of those. Especially, I'm talking to Sarah. Mind you, especially when after Easter, Asda had them all down to 50p a bar. So I did get quite a few of those. I haven't seen them since, unfortunately, but they were nice. Anyway, your cardigans are absolutely gorgeous. I love the way you can play with colour. I know in the pattern that it has actually got that you can do, you know, there is a stripe pattern, but do what you like, whatever you've got is what I say, because that's what I've done, and I'll show you in a moment. But yeah, honestly, it's, oh, you can hear my voice is getting tired. It is absolutely a fantastic pattern. Your cardigans are amazing. They are going to go so well, because this isn't, the one I've done isn't going to be my first. I sent the picture over to Rebecca. She's fallen in love with it. That's why I've stopped doing her cardigan at the moment, because I know as soon as she see mine actually in the flesh, I bet you that girl will change her mind. I betcha. So I ain't putting nothing more into the other one, because it's going to be a pleasure to crochet. It really is. They're going to, you can pick colours to go with your outfits. So I'm going to pick colours to go with my popsy dresses and everything. So Sarah, well done you. You deserve, like everybody else, a big round of applause. And you have got me hooked. You said you would get me hooked, and you have got me hooked. Oh dear me. Right then, okay. So now we're going to hop back into the crochet. So in my, because this sits by the side of my armchair. Let's see if I can move that over so you haven't got that in the way. So when I was actually at my friend Viv's, not last week, the week before, we were both sat in her garden, and I was knitting on Rebecca's cardigan actually, and she was doing some socks. And I said to her, I said, look at this pattern. I said, my friend Sarah sent this over. I said, and I can't get it out of my head. I said, I've finished my blanket. I said, so I've got no crochet on the go whatsoever. I said, I've finished my cross stitch, so I'm going to have to pick something else to do there as well. So it isn't just all yarny in my life. Anyway, and I said, right, I said, it's in 4-ply, which is amazing. And I am going to have to get some yarn to do it. I know I'm on a no spend, but I've got to do it. Anyways, Viv got up and said, right, because we'd had our cups of teas and everything and our biscuits, as we do. And then she went out in and got us a juice each. She'd come out and said, do you know what? I said, I've just thought, because I actually went into my things that I brought in Ravelry. And in there, last year, I had brought some 4-ply yarn to do a wrap. And there was 4, or you'll see in a minute, 5 colours, right? And so, and with that cardigan, you need your main colour and, well, they say, I think it was 4 or 5 contrasts of 1 ball of each. But as I say, I've met, you know, I've worked with what I've got. So anyway, and I said, look, these are the colours. I said, I'm going to do it with that. Well, I've got that in stash just to see what the pattern's like and everything and how it turns out. Wow. I know you've been waiting, Sarah, now for 2 weeks to see what colour choices I have actually chosen. But I do apologise for last week. I really do. So in my stash, and this is actually going to be, with the first one, it's actually a posh yarn in my opinion. So, because the next one won't be this posh, trust me. Right, okay. So I did actually have in my stash, where's my other ball? Because I've nearly finished that one. And there's that. I had a 4-ply Serta Snuggly, exactly, posh yarn. So what I have got is this beautiful shade of cream. And it really is like, in real life, it's like a milky cream. It's absolutely beautiful. So that is my main colour. Then I have done for my stripes, I have got, oh, that one had a name on it, but this one hasn't. This one is shade 498, which is like an olive green. And this is 492, which, or it's darker than that. It's like a burgundy, a pinky, light, yeah, pinky, it's darker than that. Right, then I got honey. This one's called Honey. Oi, leave my things alone. Oi, yeah. Playing with my needle minders on my... this one's called Honey, which is 520. Elmo, please stop it. This one is called Denim. Now this is a beautiful blue and it's colour shade 518, and it is, oh no, it's about right actually, that. So that's my colour choices. Now Wool Warehouse, because I did, as I say, bought them from Wool Warehouse. Now they have got the cream and the denim, but I think one or two, I think this one's been discontinued, and one of the others, but they have such a good colour choice in this. But I think, if I remember rightly, the actual pattern says it's a King Cole, I think. So the next one that I do, because there will be more, definitely will be more, I'm going to do in the King Cole, or I could do the Stylecraft special or something like that, and do the actual colour choices, more colours, because obviously I've got them 4 and I've got that as my main, and I think I would add another colours in and then have another and have my main, I think, anyway. Yeah, and obviously they come in 100-gram balls, so it does work out cheaper, it really does. Anyway, so let's get to this. Now I have actually, last night I finished my front and I started the back. So after I've done my jobs downstairs and this is uploading, I will be carrying on with the back. I'm thinking, because I have followed this pattern to the What's-It, that the next one I'm going to see how this one fits me, that I might actually make the body a bit longer, but because my dress, my Popsy dresses for instance, they are actually, when it hits the actual waist part, they're all gathered, so this, I think it will sit better with the length of this one. So as I say, because it's in one piece, as I say, and then my bands are all going to be the cream. So what I have actually done is, let's see if I can get this right. So I have done 2 of the colours, 2 rows of the colours, and 1 of the cream, all the way up like that, as I say, and that is the shaping for the, because it's all in one piece. So I have actually put the ends in up to there, and then I'll put the ends in. So that's the neck, that is the armhole there. And then you've got the shaping, little bit of shaping for the back. And now that is just going to be just straight up. And then you attach again and do that part. And then that's the body finished. But what I'm going to do is I am going to try and find buttons of every colour. So I'm going to try and find the blue, the beige, or honey, the pinky purple, the pinky burgundy, and the green. Try and find, and then have multicoloured buttons on them. And I just think it's going to be so much fun. I do really. Let me just show you something. Hold on. What are you doing with Mummy's cardigan? Elmo! Elmo! No, that's Mummy's. No. Stop it. Isn't he a naughty boy? Right, isn't he? He's a naughty boy. You're a naughty boy. So yes, I will say, any crocheters out there, or anybody that have just started crocheting, it is an easy pattern to follow. I find no problem whatsoever, as long as you've got your stitch count right with your shells. It's fine. She'll tell you when you're going to include the first ones and when you haven't got to include the first ones for your count. It is brilliant. It is so much fun. I can't wait to get this finished so I can actually try it on, and then I can see, you know, if I have to change anything in any way. But oh my gosh, it is, oh, brilliant. So Sarah, thank you so much for getting me hooked on this. I will say, this is not going to be the only one that's going to be crocheted in my life. Definitely not. I'm getting my Popsy dresses out, and I'm trying to match for what goes with what. I'm thinking one with grey would look lovely, with a nice grey background, but I think this would go with my sheep Popsy. So, and I've got a couple of new ones now as well. So yeah, because I managed to get one in the sale. Oh my gosh, that's got sewing machines all over. And then my lovely friend, she actually treated me to some money, and I did buy another one, and that's got teapots all over. So yeah, well sorted there. So so I'm going to match up with that, and then, as I say, I've got my shawl on the go, which I'm picking up every now and again, and then as soon as that's finished, I'm going to do the turquoise one, because that will definitely go with one of them as well, and then it's going to be me sorted for the winter. I just can't wait. But this, and then I'm going to have to do the colour palette of Rebecca. We'll see what happens there, shall we? If it's anything like her other colour palettes, we will never know what happens there, do we? Never knows. Right, so, okay, I think I better wrap this up a bit now. As you see, there is photographs that I've taken over the past week or so. So there's quite a lot of photographs this week. And the California lilac out the back garden. Oh my gosh, it's looking stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. I love that plant. The colour. Oh my gosh. Absolutely beautiful. It really is. Yeah, I'm so lucky to have that in the garden, because when we had that bad storm a couple of months ago, it did actually start to blow, and it was tilting like that, and so Glenn's had to prop it up. But he said that after it's finished its bloom, then we'll have to chop it down and go from there. I'm going to shoot this little devil in a minute if he messes up. Ah, no, that's Mummy's. Ta. No. I don't know if any of you have ever known a cat like this, because I was having a word with Viv about it actually. Because I've had cats nearly all my life. What he does is he picks up things and runs around with them. And yeah, I've never known a boy a bit like girl, yeah, because that's what they do, don't they? They pick up and play and pick up and carry babies. But he'll pick up and carry anything. His toys, he'll pick up and carry and put them on the bed. And oh yes, another border wall. You're not having that. Thank you. And yeah, he'll just pick up anything, you know. It's really weird. It really is weird. So yeah, he just nearly picked up one of my cream ball of wool, which is that's what he's done to it. Look. And he was going to carry it on, and then my crochet would have gone downstairs with him. Little devil, but I love him to bits. He is such a character. He really is. I will say though, but having his little operation hasn't calmed him down at all. He is a funny one. He really is. He knows he's not allowed in here really, but I ain't got anything out here that's actually for the shop, so I'll let him off today. Little devil. Anyway, so if any of you decide to go over and get that crochet pattern for that cardigan, and you do actually do some, and you find anyone out there in the UK finds some cheap 4-ply yarn in any shops or anything, you know, give us a give us a message over, definitely. And I'm going to see, you know, keep an eye, because we need some from Bargain Hunt. No, Bargain Hunt, that's a program. From Home Bargains. We might have to get a petition up and saying, we want yarn. Oh dear me. Anyway, I better go. I really, really better go, because he is going to end up demolishing this little room. Actually, that reminds me, just quickly, I had a message from a lovely, lovely lady who actually left a message on the last video, actually, saying about my room and how lovely it is, and how yeah, she has a spare room and she'd like to make up a room, but it's the cost. I will say, you know, if you're able to go out and have a look at, you know, charity shops or things like that, because this bookcase here, my Glenn made me that just out of wood that he'd managed to get for nothing. So that bookcase cost absolutely nothing. I know I'm lucky enough to have Glenn to, you know, to be able to make it for me. But, you know, that is the shelf here with all my scissors on, which I am going to... Oh, hang on. There we go. That actually is a shelf that he had in his room. Sorry, Elmo. Again. There we go. That was a shelf that he had in his room. So that's just an old piece of wood, and the actual brackets are the ones that you can hang plants on. Literally, because that's what we had in the shed. So this room is literally just made up of bits. The cabinet I've got underneath my workbench here was a friend of his that he was getting rid of it, so we bought that second hand. My actual workbench is so old now. So let's think, it's 16, about 14 years old this is. And it's just a basic wood and bench. And Glenn picked this up from a shop that don't even exist anymore. And it was an ex-show one, so we got that cheap. I'm trying to think. Even down to my sewing machines. These are actually, when I worked in the haberdashery shop, then they deal with these machines. This was even one that had been come in and done, and the woman had brought it in and then brought an exchange for another machine, and they knew that I wanted one of these, and I was patient enough to wait for one to come in. So even this was second hand. Do you know what I mean? It's everything in here has either been gifted or made, or, you know, even down to my curtains. They're patchwork. The curtains that cover the wardrobe are all patchwork, you know, just with fabric that I've had left over. The chair there in the corner was given to me by a lovely friend, you know. So this here, there's a little cabinet here with two shelves, wicker basket, drawers in. Charity shop, that was £2.50. You know, it's, you don't have to go out and get all the big stuff, you know. And I think when you get stuff like this, when it's all either gifted, or you find in charity shops, or you go to car boot sales or anything like that, I think in a way it means more. I really do, because they all have stories, don't they? You know, they really do. So, you know, they don't have to cost a lot of money. They really don't, these rooms. Let's say I'm not, you know, I'm not fussy. I like it when I can get things that are a bit, you know, cheaper. So yeah, you know, so you can do it. You can do a room on basically nothing. You really, really can do a room on basically nothing. So, yeah, what we'll have to do is go over there and play over there. What we'll have to do is, I know we have a WhatsApp, what have you been up to, which I am loving. We're keeping that going forever, because, you know, you are such clever people. And as I've always said, this channel is not just for me, it's for all of us. This is all of us that gets involved. And also what I might have to see about taking photographs of your craft rooms or craft spaces, because I started, this was my Rebecca's bedroom, because we're only in a little 2 up 2 down, and and then while she was here, I had a corner in the dining room downstairs, and then the corner kind of grew up the wall. As it does. And then when she moved out, it was you know, this was made, and I've had it ever since. So you know, so yeah, we'll have to get some photographs sent in of your workspaces, or you know, your craft rooms and stuff. That'd be lovely for everybody to see, because let's face it, we're crafters, we're nosy. We love it, don't we? No, but he's still finding stuff to play with. He's a little devil, ain't ya? Yes, you are. Right then, anyway, I better go, because I don't know how long this is going to be now. And we've got jobs to do downstairs. And I thought he was at bed, but obviously he's not now. Little devil. So I will see you all next week. As I say, my little old voice is getting tired now. So I'll see you all next week. And as always, please take care, stay safe, and happy crafting. Bye. Move your tail, boy.